Good morning, YouTube. My name is NoNo, and welcome back to Waifu Fighter. In this episode, there's not going to be a lot of fighting. It's really just going to be us, going through the last 3 character scenes, and then we're going to be wrapping this thing up. So I don't know how long this is going to be. Well, maybe I might have to fight. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. Oh, hang on. How much is all the story? How much is her story? $20,000. $25,000. 30,000? Oh. Oh god. Alright, well, let's play through Fuka's story. Yesterday morning I received a letter via pigeon from the dumb ninja sisters, Fuka and Karen. The only things contained within were a date, an address, and the words Zeta Zizumi. I really can't understand it, but it seems pretty serious. So, feeling worried, I hurried to the address included in the letter. But, this is a comic book store. Am I at the right place? If it's what was listed in the letter, I led to this tiny comic book rental shop. But for some reason it's crowded with people. It looks as if it could be 300 people squeezing against each other in a space meant for 50. From within that suffocating crowd, 2 familiar voices call out to me. Gorilla-san, we're over here! We're over here, hey! It's the stupid sisters. What the hell are you 2 doing? They made me think they had some emergency. Why did they call me here? Don't you know what day it is today? Today's the drawing for a signature of the late Fuki B. Fujio, who created the first ninja manga. Been reading this manga since I was a kid. He's my favorite manga. Only those who participate in the event can be entered into the lottery, and there's only 1 autograph card. So since it's a limited thing, more friends the better, right? So I'm being used as an extra chance in the lottery. This is boring, and I'm not interested in manga. I'm leaving. I'm about to turn and leave, but I feel both my arms pulled and shaken. Don't go, you're valuable to us. Just help us out. You won't lose anything. My arms are going to be torn off. It seems like if I don't help, they'll never stop. Alright, fine. Stop shaking me. I'll wait in line for you. Happy? You're awesome. We thank you for your selflessness, Gorilla. I seriously can't stand these 2. However, this mangaka must be an incredible person to make them so excited. Seeing the bright smiles on everyone waiting patiently in line. That's a fucking weird sentence. I can sense the love he put into his manga. I guess I can look into his work sometime. As I think about this, I reach the point where I get my lottery ticket. Okay, everyone, we've laid long enough, so let's get this raffle started. Now we have 3 tickets. I got this signature card in the bag, I'm sure of it. They picked my number, Baka. Now let's start spinning the wheel. Seeing their happy faces, my mood brightens up as well, but was odd hearing the conversation just now, and so I ask a question. So question, since there's only 1 signature card, you're also fighting for it between the 2 of you. So if I get it, who do I give it to? Uh-oh, I didn't think about that. I might have just stepped on a landmine. It should be fine, right? It won't be me. I'm never lucky enough to win anything in my life. And our winner's Mr. Jack Hoff. Really? Now? All the air in the shop freezes. I can feel a chilly breeze, but the tiny comic book shop doesn't have air conditioning. The stupid sister stares are locked on each other, the murderous aura enveloping them growing stronger and stronger. Behind their backs, 2 different-looking tailed beasts start to form from their chakra and energy, bearing fangs and brandishing claws at one time. Dear sister, I'm the one who suggested writing to Mr. Hoff, so I should be the one to get the prize, don't you think? But I wrote the letter for you. You couldn't even write Zetazumi, idiot. You? Why have you always stolen from me ever since we were little? I have precedence because I'm older. Who says? Neither side is willing to yield. Their heads are pressed against each other. Lightning sparks from their eyes flash fiercely. Then they point fingers at me. Damn it, Gorilla! Who are you gonna give it to? It's me, right? You have to choose carefully. You know I'm even scarier than my sister, right? The 2 of them silently take out their weapons and point them at my neck. If I choose either side, besides the shop getting destroyed, I'll be drawn and quartered by one of them. Quickly, who are you giving it to? Say it, if you want to live, there's only 1 correct answer. I start to get cold sweats from their threats, even though the room is warm. At this point, I have no choice but to... Wait a minute! If you go on like this, you'll destroy the shop, and if you get kicked out, they'll likely take away the prize. Why don't you find a way to settle this aside from violence? I'll give the prize to whoever wins. Hearing my suggestion, they let go of their weapons and begin to think. Suddenly, as if they thought of something, their faces begin to blush. As if coming to an agreement through their gazes, they stammer to each other. Well then, I think there just happens to be a way for us to decide. Yeah, I had the same idea. Let's begin. As I wonder what they're talking about, they suddenly team up and knock me down. Then they quickly tie me up and take me to a secluded temple deep in the mountains. What are you 2 planning? Before I finish asking, all my clothes ripped off my body. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. She does what? That was on the screen for maybe a moment. We're racing to see who can make you feel the most pleasure. We won't stop until you tell us who has better skills. And onward we go into the fucking story. Get ready to look at my face, everybody, because this is definitely not going to be shown. They tied me up and brought me deep into the mountains of their temple. They're still looking to see who's the winner. They got me stripped naked and circling me lasciviously. Oh boy. This isn't even like a flattering image. They're working both ends, everybody. Pretty much nothing is going on. It's just... There's seriously nothing really happening. It's just slurping sounds and descriptions of both ends. She firmly presses both lips up against my butt ring and thrusts her tongue in the deepest part of my hole. Oh my god. Oh my god. Listen, there's always one funny line in every single one of these scenes. There's always one fucking crazy, stupid line. Oh my god, is this over yet? Okay, now they're fighting over me. One gets the card and one gets the gorilla. At this rate, there's going to be nothing left of me. Alright, cool. So, that's a thing. Alright, I'm gonna go beat the shit out of a woman real quick so I get more money. Okay, I think I beat the shit out of enough women. Then now we have both. Okay, here's the vampire queen, everybody. Here we go. After the battle with the arrogant vampire queen Danielle, I entered into a contract with her. The agreement was that she and her clan would give up their intention to rule over humans for now, and in return I would become her dependent and be at her beck and call. Disappointingly, the contract wasn't some ancient spell, but simply a document drawn up by a lawyer. That means if the contract is broken, she and her clan will immediately begin carrying out their plans of destruction, but I would also be legally bound to pay up. Being a vampire dependent is really no different than being a slave. Therefore, after her summons, I arrive at the front gate of her castle at about 6 o'clock that evening. Since vampires are active at night, I imagine she would have just woken up. I press the doorbell and the gate opens automatically. Of course, it's not some ancient vampire magic, it's just an automatic door. What the? I'm shocked by the state of the place. The large hall is littered with all kinds of random objects. Bottles, cans, and bags of trash piled on top of furniture from a small mountain of garbage. Even the expensive-looking red rug in the center has food scraps and stains on it, making it look like a cheap rag. If it hadn't been seen the fancy silverware on the table untouched, I'd have thought this was a scene of a burglary. You're here, Jack! My most loyal dependent! You must be delighted to see your master. The proud vampire mistress is looking down at me from the second-floor landing. What happened here? Why is this place a mess? Wasn't it fine last time I came here? It's all because of you. What's this got to do with me? It was you who humiliated me in front of so many people on TV and made me look like a fool. When my family saw me, they decided to recall my servants and withhold money. There's no one left who can clean the place. So you need to take responsibility, Jack. Clean up for me and wait on my needs. She sounded like a rebellious teenage girl who had an allowance taken away. Though I guess it's true, it's because of me that things turned out like this. It must be hard for her to lose the lifestyle she was used to, with servants waiting on her hand and foot. Well, since I'm here, I guess I'll try to help out a little. Okay, I'll help you with the cleaning, but you need to help too, and you need to do your own cleaning in the future, okay? Fine, take that as a favor from me. The fuck is going on? Some Looney Tunes shit? Danielle accidentally slips on an empty can and falls on the stairs. It's a sad sight to see the high and mighty queen collapsing onto her trash heap. And so we begin to clean the castle. This can's from 20 years ago! This is way past its expiration. So you can't eat something 20 years old? Humans make such useless products. Why don't you start sorting the trash? Okay, which category do you belong to? Oh, be careful with that vase! There are bugs on the floor! Get away from me! Forget conquering the world. She's a hikikomora who isn't even able to take care of her own basic life needs. Danielle not only wasn't much help, she was actually making things slower. We finally finished cleaning the place around 3 in the morning. This was harder than my training in the mountains. I sit on the stairs exhausted, trying to catch my breath. Yes, luckily you had my help. If it wasn't for her, I figure I could have finished an hour earlier. Now this is a place fit for a queen! Thud. Danielle suddenly falls to the ground. Are you okay? What happened? Food. My family stopped sending me blood every day in addition to taking back the surface of my funds. I haven't had anything to eat in 2 days. So it's because she's hungry? Or should I say she's anemic? I'd like to provide your blood to me. It'd be a great honor to give your blood to your noble master. I don't know how much blood she needs to be satisfied, but if I'm not careful, she could drain my whole body. I think you should find some other way. I've done all I can do to help with the cleaning. As I am about to turn and leave, I feel my leg being grabbed. The prideful mistress is hugging my thigh and looking at me with tears in her eyes. Please, don't abandon me. Her eyes are wet with tears. It's hard to imagine her as the one who almost defeated me in the ring. Are you sure you won't suck me dry? She nods vigorously. Seeing her looking so pathetic, I've left with no choice but to pull my shirt down and bare my neck. Alright, but only a little bit. Go ahead. Danielle's long-suppressed appetite explodes and she pounces on me. Sitting on my lap, hands around the back of my head, she bites down on the side of my neck. I feel a tingling pain followed by a slight numbness as the blood is being slowly sucked out. Gradually, Danielle seems to enjoy herself more and more. Instead of sucking my blood, this is more like kissing my neck. I don't know if it's because my blood is being sucked out, but my body senses feel sharper. She flinches at first as she sees something hard. Yep, there it is, everybody! There she is! You humans are so kinky. Well, I can if it's you. Since you've satisfied me up, I'll satisfy you. Aha! See? It's all born in the fruit of favors. Alright, get ready to look at my face, everybody. Danielle and I are in the main hall of the castle. She's sitting on my lap. Her right hand's busily wrapped around... Come on, where's the one funny word? Again, this is just a very normal thing. The only thing that's weird about it is it's a vampire. Come on, where's the funny? Where's the funny? Where's the funny? Come on, I know it's there. I know it's there. I know it's there. Come on, where is it? Where's the funny? I know it's in here somewhere. She looks like a cock bitch and not a vampire queen. Okay, that's not that funny, but there was one. Yeah, there was no funny in there. Sadness. I'm actually kind of sad there was no funny in that one. I'm almost out of cum and blood and I can't even stand anymore and I fall to the floor. Okay, you know what? You get like a 51%. You get a 51%. You didn't quite fail, but you pretty much failed. Yeah, that was kind of eh. The only thing that made that like slightly whatever it was the fucking fact that she was a vampire. But at least it's weird that the scenes that you buy are so unfetishized. Because normally you'd think that you'd pay for more whatever, it doesn't matter. I have to go beat the shit out of another woman. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've beat the shit out of enough women to accrue enough money. Hang on. 30,000. 40,000. Alright, perfect. We're done. Alright, here we go. Here's Womi's story. After the series of battle facing stronger and stronger opponents, I knew that I still had gaps in my abilities. Therefore, I decided to go deep into the mountains and begin a new round of training. In the early morning hours with my full gear, I made my way into the forest in search of the Patriarchy's deepest secrets. The secluded mountains, free of other people or city noises, heightened and sharpened my senses. Without even opening my eyes, I can identify the source of any sound. The sound of wind blowing through the pine trees. And that is the call of the frightened baby birds nesting upon those trees. That's the sound of Womi leaping from a pine tree. Wait, what? Womi? More Looney Tunes shit. I've been knocked to the ground by Womi. Being pounced on her by a girl like her with a cute face, untamed spirit, soft wheat-colored skin would normally make a man pretty thrilled, right? Assuming she hadn't jumped from 3 stories up and nearly crushed my ribs. Ow. Hello, Jack! After our battle last time, I took Womi into the city to repair her necklace. She learned more of our language during that time, and although she was still new to it, it was still a great improvement to be able to communicate with us. Why are you here? I came to play with you. She came here specifically to play with me. Wait a minute, did you come here by a plane or boat? Womi did this with her left hand, and then this with her right hand, and then she's here! Womi's arms move in large circles. I'm not sure if she swam here or not, so I sigh and hold my head. I can feel it start to tense up. I feel sorry that she came all this way, but since I'm still in the middle of my training, I have to decline. I'm sorry, I can't play with you in the middle of my training. Please allow me to refuse. What's training? Training is when I go into the forest and hunt animals for food and sit and meditate on our waterfall and learn new moves, all to make myself stronger. Isn't that just playing? Womi wants to join! As she says that, I suddenly realize Womi's always lived in the Amazon rainforest. To her, what I call training is just her normal everyday life. This training that exhausts me is no more than a game to her. I deeply feel my shortcomings. To make some kind of breakthrough, I should learn from the strong. And so I suggest to Womi, in that case, let's train together. There's a lot you can teach me. Well, okay. Womi and I then begin this new training in the forest. I watch Womi's movements as I refine my punches. As expected, I learn a great deal from watching her swift and nimble movements catching prey and weaving through the sea of trees. In addition, her graceful manner mesmerizes me. She has the beautiful figure of a forest nymph dancing through the trees. And with that, we had a very fulfilling day. In the afternoon, we decided to rest by the creek and build a fire to cook fish for lunch. I huddle by the fire, eating the fish grilled to perfection. I thank Womi. I made a lot of progress in my training today, thanks to you. You're welcome. Womi has very fun. Seeing her happy face, I also smile. Although my training was just for her, she did help me a lot. I'd like to properly show my gratitude. You've taught me a lot, Womi. To thank you, is there anything you wish to learn that I could teach you? She almost drops her fish in her hand as if she were frightened. She then starts to blush, head down and peering up at me like some tiny animal. What's wrong? You don't need to be shy about it. I'll help however I can. Do you want to learn language or math? Sex. Womi wants to learn more about sex. Of course she does. Womi jumps right in front of me and begins kissing me. Ah, Jesus. It's always unprompted. Actually, you know what? That one was more prompted. Seems to arouse her even more. Her eyes are filled with lust. Womi starts to take off my clothes. Jack off! Come sex even more with Womi. Jesus. Alright, here we go. Final bit. Everyone get ready to... Oh my god, look at my face! Holy shit, that is such an... That's such a... aggressive, violent image. Jesus Christ. Okay, we gotta find the one small nugget of funny in this. I don't really think there's gonna be, though. Yeah, okay. Again, there's no fetishizing anything here. This is just a very normal thing. I can't, other than tribal woman. Where's the funny? Give Womi more? There's no funny in here! Jack off, great man. Womi wants to learn ways of sex. Teach Womi more. That wasn't funny, though! That's another, like, 51% F! Fuck you! Alright, everybody! That was... God... Have we get all of them? Hang on. I'm not going to show you what I just saw, but I clicked on the album to make sure we got all the scenes. We have completed all the scenes. We're done! That was Waifu Fighter! I hope you guys enjoyed this series somewhat, or if it deeply depraved you, I'm sorry. I thought this was going to be a good one to have a series on, and although this series was shorter than I thought it was going to be, I thought it was fun. I had fun. The last two girls and their scenes weren't that... They didn't have any funny in them, really, but everything else I'm very happy with. I did enjoy this game. The next one of these that I play will have to be dug into a little bit more, because although I do these just because of the shock value of them, I mainly do it because I like to find the funny in them. Because Demon Speakeasy had a shitload of funny in them. I just gotta find one game that has a lot of funny in it again. But this was one series out of 3 that I'm gonna be doing this year. That was a saucy, raunchy, fucking why is he playing that series. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you guys like this series, please let me know down in the comments below. If you want to get this game, it's on Steam. I don't know why the hell you would. I've shown you everything that's good, unless you want to see the pictures. But you can always go to the Patreon and see the pictures there too. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you all you no-bros in the next series. Peace for now. Bye!